Look at the size of art as an asset class. It's a roughly $1.7 trillion asset class. That's a number that's published by Deloitte. This year, it's estimated that $68 billion in art will sell. And within that blue chip segment alone, it's outperformed the S&P by 180% since 2000. So it's this very interesting, outperforming, uncorrelated asset class that investors can use to diversify into.
The two greatest stores of wealth today are contemporary art and apartments in Manhattan, Vancouver, and London. Larry Fink, the chairman and CEO of BlackRock. June 12, 2017, Art for Justice $100 million from sale of masterpiece by Roy Lichtenstein fuels fund to end mass incarceration United States. February 15, 2023, Imagining Freedom will give $125 million to art projects focused on incarceration. January 24, 2023, Preserving Their Stories, a new national endowment for the humanities funded project to archive mass incarceration. December 9, 2021, Ross Ulbricht's debut NFT sold for $6.2 million at auction. Free Ross DAO buys the Silk Road founder's NFT created from prison and auction off via Super Rare to fund future efforts to free Ulbricht. Art Basel Miami 2021 began with the auction of Ross Ulbricht's digital file of his pencil drawing of the iris of an eye. He named the drawing Perspective. Ulbricht created his drawing Perspective while serving a life sentence in federal prison. Perspective was his first time putting an NFT up for auction, and it sold for $6.2 million. May 19, 2022, Anna Delvey unveils surreal NYC art show of sketches drawn in prison, My Narrative from My Perspective. On Thursday, May 19, 2022, at New York City's public hotel, Anna Sorokin, aka Anna Delvey, held her first solo art exhibition, titled Allegedly. It featured 20 drawings by Delvey. The drawings were created while Delvey was in the custody of U.S. Immigration Customs and Enforcement, ICE. Allegedly was a one-night-only art show conducted while Delvey was incarcerated at the Orange County Correctional Facility in Goshen, New York. Delvey sold $250,000 in art she created while in prison. July 23, 2020, behind the photo, San Francisco Giants artwork was crafted at Folsom Prison. George Earl Bud Hannaford oversaw the crafts department at Folsom State Prison for 36 years. In 1957, Hannaford initiated the prison's first art show, which became a tradition, being held in the spring and fall of each year. In 1970, 35 inmate participants filed income tax returns because their art sales surpassed the filing threshold. In 1977, the two art shows grossed nearly $90,000, the equivalent of nearly $500,000 in 2023 dollars. American prison culture influences American street culture. American street culture influences American popular culture, and American popular culture influences global culture. Prison artist Cenote. Prison culture has an omnipresence in hip-hop. Two of hip-hop's original art disciplines, rap and graffiti, were released onto America's urban culture from the bowels of America's prisons. Darryl Cornbread McRae, the father of the graffiti movement in the United States, learned how to do graffiti-style writing, also known as tagging, from gang members, while serving time in a juvenile facility. McRae even received his graffiti named Cornbread while incarcerated and being taught how to tag. The proliferation of body art, also known as tattoos, is a direct correlation of the impact of over-incarceration in the United States, and the influence of prison culture it unleashed on popular American culture. Prison culture, or rather prison art, is present in car culture. Prison culture's proximity to street culture, also known as urban culture, or hip-hop culture, funnels its way into U.S. popular culture, thus into global culture. Evidence of America's prison culture on the art-buying influence of the global elites can be found in their art purchases. In the Wikipedia biography of deceased artist Jean-Michel Basquiat, and living artist Banksy, hip-hop is mentioned as having been influential to them. The most influential prison artist today is California prison artist Donald Cenote Hooker, also known as the king of prison hip-hop. It is said of this prison artist, his art does not live on walls, but in the streets. No other prison artist in the United States has had their works used to change lives, save lives, raise millions of dollars for prisoner rehabilitation services, and for forced sterilization reparations to women prisoners, featured in a fashion line, and on billboards. A poet, playwright, performing artist, award-winning visual artist, his works have either been exhibited, performed, recited, or sold, from Alcatraz to Berlin. In 2017, Google search listed him in their search results as both America's and the world's most prolific prisoner artist. Fine art and real estate broker Anna D. Smith is the queen of the underground art world. She is an art broker who specializes in underground art, that includes graffiti, street art, prison art, comic strips, graphic novels, and digital art, which includes NFTs. If you are looking to invest in contemporary art's most influential art form, art from prison, then reach out to Silicon Valley's fine art and real estate broker Anna D. Smith.